scratched chrome lighter sits beside my glass. The reflection flickers every time a car glides past. 7 p.m. brings a subtle shift inside my brain. I watch the amber liquid trace a steady stain. My pulse is picking up, the air grows dense and warm. Silence feels like pressure right before a sudden storm. My screen keeps buzzing on the lacquered oak. I whisper answers that I never spoke. The city hums against the window frame. I feel the low heat whispering your name. Electric tension pulls me through the quiet shade. I count the promises my cautious mind has made. The dusk is falling heavy on this lonely floor. One lingering thought keeps walking to the door. My heart is heavy with this evening's speed. I know exactly what the dark will need. The copper weight of my apartment key, it rests inches away from where I wanna be. I trace the sharp edge with a careful thumb, waiting for the quiet wave of nerve to come. Street lights cut through blinds and golden bars. I trace the glowing distance to the stars. My screen keeps buzzing on the lacquered oak. I whisper answers that I never spoke. The city hums against the window frame. I feel the low heat whispering your name. Electric tension pulls me through the quiet shade. I count the promises my cautious mind has made. The dusk is falling heavy on this lonely floor. One lingering thought keeps walking to the door. My heart is heavy with this evening's speed. I know exactly what the dark will need. No voices calling out into the hallway space, just internal heat I cannot quite erase. The ambient hum of the neon sign across the street, the rhythmic pattern of my quickening heartbeat. I am ready for the shadow to take control. The brighter glimmers and the dying glow. I let the heavy evening rhythm flow. Tension settles deep within my chest. The night begins and I give up the rest. Yeah. The low hiss of air brakes echoes through the double panes. You check your reflection in the darkened window screen. 12 hours of the weekday fading out of your eyes, while the city down below turns its electric glow on high. Touch your denim on the armrest, take a breath. We do not need a crowd to seem to feel alive tonight. Watch the warm ambient strip turn to deep violet. That spark inside your chest is ready to ignite. So leave your heavy thoughts beside the doorway. I see the even tension pulling at your sleeves. We can hit the corner lounge or let the speakers bleed. Whatever pace you choose, you know I am right here. Just let the evening tension set us free. You poured 2 glasses while the sub-bass started humming. Your notifications muted for the first time all week. You lean back on the velvet and you finally start to smile. That subtle change in your energy is all I came to see. Touch your denim on the armrest, take a breath. We do not need a crowd to seem to feel alive tonight. Watch the warm ambient strip turn to deep violet. That spark inside your chest is ready to ignite. So choice you choose. You know I am right here. Just let the evening tension set us free. It is not about the noise out in the streets. It is the way the mood shifts when the clock strikes 8. You and me shaking off the weight of the week. Feel the warm glow and vibrating through the floorboard plates. Lock the door, we are ready now. Evening tension taking over. Just you and me. Let the night roll in. Toasted cardamom drifts through the corridor as Maya pulls her dark hair to the side. Julian adjusts his collar in the glass, watching the evening shadows start to glide. The air holds amber resonant cold street rain, a quiet before the skyline turns. She checks her silver ring without a word, while the slow fuse of sunset softly burns. They do not talk about the heavy week fading. They only trace the outline of the glow. He hands her the code across the counter, ready for the places they both know. 7 p.m. carries a dangerous heat when the neon flickers under their feet. She steps into the dark leather seat. He turns the dial low to a halftime beat. The city opens up like a promise made. In the twilight hour, where the daylight fades. Her wrist chain clicks against the passenger door. He pulls out smooth into the outer lane. A trace of sweet clove lingers in the vents, taking the edge off the lingering strain. Every street lamp strikes a brand new pose. They ride the rhythm of the rising post. No backward glances at the working day. They want the evening and nothing else. They do not talk about the heavy week fading. They only trace the outline of the glow. He hands her the code across the counter, ready for the places they both know. 7 p.m. carries a dangerous heat when the neon flickers under their feet. She steps into the dark leather seat. He turns the dial low to a halftime beat. The city opens up like a promise made. In the twilight hour, where the daylight fades. The baseline vibrates through the glass pane. A shared glance silent in the crimson light. Two silhouettes shifting with the dusk, stepping right into the center of the night. Cardamom and cedar in the quiet space. Dusk falling fast on her velvet face. The evening takes them in. The evening takes them in. Sudden memory fractures the quiet, dropping into the still room like heavy lead. Dusk lingers on the edge of the glass terrace, painting the ceiling in muted shades of violet. The smart blinds twitch against the cooling air outside. You lean against the kitchen counter, completely motionless, watching the ice melt down the rim of your glass. Low frequency bass swells from the apartment next door. Projector light streaks slow across the hallway wall. The air holds its breath before the evening breaks open. Every unsaid word hangs suspended in the dark. Shadows stretch long across the matte black floor, holding the evening in a delicate web of tension. We sit on the edge of what comes next, caught in the amber glow of a city coming alive. Two silhouettes waiting for the silence to snap. The projector hums, casting blue light across your collarbone. A notification pulses twice, then fades to black. Neither of us moves to bridge the narrow distance left between us. The smell of rain on warm asphalt leaks through the balcony seal. Your thumb traces the edge of your phone, quiet and reluctant. Low frequency bass swells from the apartment next door. Projected light streaks slow across the hallway wall. The air holds its breath before the evening breaks open. Every unsaid word hangs suspended in the dark. Shadows stretch long across the matte black floor, holding the evening in a delicate web of tension. We sit on the edge of what comes next, caught in the amber glow of a city coming alive. Two silhouettes waiting for the silence to snap. Frame by frame, the streetlights flicker into full view. The temperature drops, but the room grows thick with heat. One small spark could ignite the rest of the night, or we could remain frozen in this cinematic pause. Glass clinks gently against glass. The violet light fades into midnight blue, still standing right on the edge. The evening holds us completely still.
What makes the air turn thick right before 8 o'clock? A question floating while the bass is the floor below. My phone screen glows green, 3 unread messages, I don't tap them. Ice melting in a tumbler, condensation dripping onto walnut wood. You said you'd call if the traffic cleared up near the overpass, or maybe you said Tuesday. The city outside looks painted in wet graphite. I shift my heels, the carpet feels warm. I forget what I was looking for. Thoughts colliding like currents in a shallow glass, sinking down, pulling back, watching the LED strip pulse slowly. Is it tension or just a habit of waiting? I breathe in lavender and high battery air. Late dusk holds everything in suspense. My mind wanders down 3 different streets at once. Your voice in my ear, or maybe just the echo of a song I used to like. We build up this energy just to a cool drift touches my ankles, carrying the scent of rain and ozone. Thinking about your hands on the steering wheel, turning left at the bank. Now my mind jumps to a conversation from 3 years ago in Chicago. Oh, why do I remember the exact shade of your sweater? Subwoofer hums through the floorboard, steady as a pulse. I should stand up, I should change the track. I stay right here, thoughts colliding like currents in a shallow glass, sinking down, pulling back, watching the LED strip pulse slowly. Is it tension or just a habit waiting? I breathe in lavender and hot battery air. Late dusk holds everything in suspense. My mind wanders down 3 different streets at once. Your voice in my ear, or maybe just the echo of a song I used to like. We build up this energy just to let it sit in the dark, swiping through memories, lingering on the edges. When the evening tightens, I let the stream flow over me, unfiltered, uninterrupted, running along the wall. Paper seams. If you walk through that door right now, with the room reset, or will we just float inside this electric quiet? Static on my skin, pulse in my throat, sentence left unfinished. Still asking questions that don't need replies. 8:15, 8:20, time stretching out, then blue filter on the window frame. Just letting the thoughts drift, gone. Yeah. A cold breast ring rests quietly against the glass. The shadow on the coaster starts to grow. 7 o'clock is bleeding through the blinds at last, and I am talking to myself real low. My heart is pacing faster than the clock on the wall. I wonder if you're pulling up outside. The city lights begin to amber hum. I check my reflection in the mirror undone. Every second feels like pulling on a thread, counting every word I haven't said. There's a heavy kind of magic in the room right now. I'm trying to decide if I should step across. The evening's holding back its breath somehow. We're standing on the border of a gain or loss. I hear your footsteps on the concrete stair, and all this quiet electric tension fills the air. My phone screen flickers with the short reply. Trace the metal edges with my thumb. I tell myself to let the night run dry, but I already know what I become. I'm leaning in before you even knock, surrendering the key inside the lock. Oh, the city lights begin that amber hum. I check my reflection in the mirror undone. Every second feels like pulling on a thread, counting every word I haven't said. There's a heavy kind of magic in the room right now. I'm trying to decide if I should step Where tires hiss across the asphalt 3 floors down. You rest your head against the velvet couch, eyes shut tight. The city noise is softening into a steady sound, and all that screen glow on your face is fading out tonight. Drop your keys beside the doorway where they belong. You spend 12 hours giving everyone your best. Now the streetlights flick on orange, bright and warm. There is no deadline waiting through the storm. I poured 2 glasses while you kicked off your shoes. Tonight is ours to lose. Let the evening shift your heavy state of mind. Leave that inbox sitting frozen on the line. We do not need a crowded party down the block, just a quiet beat too slow. The kitchen clock. You can lay your burdens on the floor right here. Watch the twilight turn the city clear. A distant horn bleeds through the double pane window glass. You laugh a little, finally letting down your guard. We turn the lo-fi ambient setting on at last. Forget the emails that made your afternoon so hard. Your phone is face down on the counter, out of sight. The rhythm changes when we give ourselves space to breathe. Now the streetlights flick on orange, bright and warm. There is no deadline waiting through the storm. I poured 2 glasses while you kicked off your shoes. Tonight is ours to lose. Let the evening shift your heavy state of mind. Leave that inbox sitting frozen on the line. We do not need a crowded party down the block, just a quiet beat too slow. The kitchen clock. You can lay your burdens on the floor right here. Watch the twilight turn the city clear. You spent the whole week carrying the weight alone, trying to keep every single promise intact. But sitting with a friend inside a soft light zone is how we bring our quiet sanity right back. The street outside grows calm and deep. No place to rush, no promises to keep. Just roll your shoulders back and close your eyes. We let the evening tension gently rise. Yeah. Spice bergamot, warm amber, hang in the dim hallway space. She hangs her dark denim jacket on the brass up by the door. He turns the ambient lighting down to 30%. Neither of them speaks about the heavy week before. The low bass hums softly through integrated wall speakers. She checks her reflection in the darkened terrace glass. There is an unsaid promise in the way he pours 2 glasses. An unspoken charge where the quiet shadows pass. 6 o'clock slides straight into twilight. The city skyline bleeds from pink to deep plum. She steps closer to the edge of the kitchen counter. They both know exactly why the evening has come. The friction builds without a single word spoken. They pull Slides his phone face down on the glass coffee table. She kicks off her shoes, stepping onto dark hardwood floor. A subtle electric current ripples through the atmosphere. They have reached the point of no return near the balcony door. Outside, the high-rises flicker with luminescent grid lines. Inside, the air stays thick, warm, and tightly wound. Every small movement carries a quiet intention now. No energy wasted while the sun goes down. 6 o'clock slides straight into twilight. The city skyline bleeds from pink to deep plum. She steps closer to the edge of the kitchen counter. They both know exactly why the evening has come. The friction builds without a single word spoken. They pull each other into the slow motion heat. When dust settles heavy over downtown roofs, their shadows match the rhythm of the city beat. No hesitation left inside the velvet room. Just two people letting the gravity take hold. The tension of the night is turning into gold. It starts with a breath held a little too long. It grows in the silence between two songs. He reaches out, resting his hand on her waist. There is no question where the moment belongs. The room hums with undeniable weight. The outside world fades completely from view. Every second delay just sharpens the truth. Spiced bergamot drifting across the room. Night falls and the electric spark remains. Two shadows quiet in the velvet dark. Nothing left to say while the tempo slows down. The tension holds. It holds. One rogue thought slices the stillness, hanging midair above the brushed steel table. Shadows stretched long against the concrete wall as the digital clock flickers 7:45. You lean against the kitchen island counter, ice melting slowly in a crystal tumbler. The city skyline hums behind double pane glass. A crimson taillight trail cutting through the dark. The atmosphere thickens with every breath we delay. Dim amber lamps casting gold across your collarbone. Nobody moves, nobody speaks the unspoken name. We are standing right on the edge of a slow collapse. This evening tension pulls the room tight, framed like a movie shot in violet light. Two shadows leaning close in the hallway frame, waiting for the spark that will set off the flame. We move in cinematic slow motion tonight, caught between the dark and the velvet light. Your leather jacket hangs over the sofa back, a faint trail of sandalwood drifting in the air. Streetlights project grid lines onto the ceiling tiles, while the smart lights shift down to 30%. You take one step forward, you silent on the rug. The hum of the refrigerator fades into the walls. The atmosphere thickens with every breath we delay. Dim amber lamps casting gold across your collarbone. Nobody moves, nobody speaks the unspoken name. We're standing right on the edge of a slow collapse. This evening tension feel suspense. This evening tension pulls the room tight, frame like a movie shot in violet light. Two shadows leaning close in the hallway frame, waiting for the spark that will set off the flame. We move in cinematic slow motion tonight, caught between the dark and the velvet light. The screen fade to midnight black, just you breathing in the city grid outside. Cinematic low light, hold the frame before the scene ends. Who decided this specific shade of amber meant we should stay? My phone face down on the matte black composite desk, screen flashing mute green notifications I don't care to check. You're leaning against the kitchen counter with that lukewarm sparkling water, twisting the lime wedge like you're trying to extract the confession. Ice clinks against glass, frequency bouncing off double pane smart glass. I can hear the HVAC system hum at 22 hertz while we standing 6 inches apart, like we're waiting for an elevator that never comes. My pulse is tracking faster than the smartwatch on my wrist. I'm thinking about that text from last Tuesday, and how your shadow stretches across the micro cement floor, touching my shoe before you even make a move. It's that 9 o'clock tension, pulling the gravity sideways. My mind running through 3 different hallways at once. Should I step forward or just let the bass vibrate through the floorboards? Stream of thoughts running down the glass. You haven't said a word in 3 minutes, but the silence feels like a baseline about to drop. Heavy, warm, undiluted evening air. Did I leave the charging cable in the hallway? Doesn't matter now. Your thumb traces the edge of your phone case. Click, unclick, click. Street lights outside, auto dimming to preserve municipal power. We are caught in this high-rise aquarium, swimming in slow motion. I wonder if you notice the way I keep shifting my weight, or if they're just trapped in your own mental feet, counting down the seconds until one of us breaks the spell. The bass pass swells through the smart speaker. My pulse is still competing with the digital clock display. I'm thinking about tomorrow morning's early call and how none of it matters. Why your shadow covers my boots, touching my edge before you even say my name. 9 o'clock tension, pulling the gravity sideways. My mind running through 3 different hallways at once. Should I step forward or just let the bass vibrate through the floorboards? Stream of thoughts running down the glass. You haven't said a word in 3 minutes, but the silence feels like a baseline about to drop. Heavy, warm, undiluted evening air. If I speak right now, do I break the circuit, or does the current just flow through your fingers into my sleep? I can see my reflection in your dark eyes, distorted by the LED strips. We're thinking the same thing, aren't we? Or am I just projecting onto the dark frame of the room? Unfiltered thoughts, no filter on the lens, just the low frequency waiting for a signal. Line rash dissolving in the melting ice, smart glass turning darker for the night. You take one half step closer, no answer to the question, just the baseline dropping, just the evening holding its breath. fresh air anchors me to the dark floor. I am writing this memo across a decade of noise. You were 19, sitting by an open window, tremble with ambition. Fearing every silent room was a sign you were falling behind. The city outside glows with late evening violet, and I wish I could reach back through the hum of the speakers to tell you that the pressure in your chest is just energy waiting for a shake. You thought you needed to win every quiet war before midnight. You spent your evenings pacing the small carpeted hallway. Look at me sitting here now, soft ambient light casting long shadows. The tension you felt was just the spark of becoming who we are. Listen close to the voice coming through the low bass. Stop holding your breath like the future's gonna break. Every late hour you survived was just building this calm. You don't have to carry the whole house on your shoulders tonight. The evening is warm and we finally made it through the dark. I remember how you hated the quiet after 7 p.m. You filled every blank space with fast tempo and anxious plans. You thought stillness meant failure, thought rest was a crime. Now I sit in this exact twilight and sip cold water slowly. The bass hits gentle, the phone stays face down on the wood. The boy you were would be amazed at how grounded we stand. You thought you needed to win every quiet war before midnight. You spent your evenings pacing the small carpeted hallway. Look at me sitting here now, soft ambient light casting long shadows. The tension you felt was just the spark of becoming who we are. Listen close to the voice coming through the low bass. Stop holding your breath like the future's gonna break. Every late hour you survived was just building this calm. You don't have to carry the whole house on your shoulders tonight. The evening is warm and we finally made it through the dark. Take a deep exhale into the cool room. Release the tight grip on your coffee cup and your timeline. The version of us standing here in the future is proud. The electric pull in the dust isn't terror, it's motion. You were always enough, even when the lights went out. Close to the voice coming through the low bass. Stop holding your breath like the future's gonna break. Every late hour you survived was just building this calm. You don't have to carry the whole house on your shoulders tonight. The evening is warm and we finally made it through the dark. Rest your head now, younger self. The weight of the chair supports us both. The evening settles into peace. We made it here. We made it here intact. Yeah. Indigo rays filter through frosted glass, casting a lavender sheen across the polished marble bar. You lean over the counter and ask if the stool beside me is free. I'm now watching the violet reflections dance inside your glass. The evening pulse is rising as the city outside slows down. You say you rarely stop in places like this on a Tuesday, and I tell you I only came inside to clear my head. We trade quiet laughs over the noise of the synth playing overhead. Your voice cuts through the hum of the crowd like a warm signal. There is a strange electricity sitting right between our shoulders. Neither of us is looking at our phones anymore. This evening tension pulls us into the dark, talking to a stranger like we already know the end. Two drinks standing close on a white coaster, trading little truths before the night slips away. You ask me what I am running from, and I ask you why you are sitting so close. Lavender light fades into a deeper shade of plum. You tell me about the job you left behind 3 months back. I tell you about the apartment where I barely ever sleep. You point to the subtle scar across your left wrist, and I trace the ring mark left on the wooden counter. Every sentence feels like a small confession we never meant to make. We trade quiet loves over the noise of the synth playing overhead. Your voice cuts through the hum of the crowd like a warm signal. There is a strange electricity sitting right between our shoulders. Neither of us is looking at our phones anymore. The tension pulls us into the dark, talking to a stranger like we already know the end. Two drinks standing close on a wet coaster, trading little truths before the night slips away. You ask me what I am running from, and I ask you why you are sitting so close. We could walk out those double doors right now and forget, or we could stay right here until the ice turns to water. You're leaning closer and ask if I believe in sudden timing. I look into your eyes and realize I do not wanna leave. Indigo turning to deep midnight now. Just you, just me, in this sunset thing. You whisper your real name across the glass, and the tension finally breaks. Yesterday you said my voice sounds warmer in the dark, and I am watching how the dust motes drift in the hallway light. A green tea bag drying on a ceramic dish, a second best sweater hanging off the back of the dining chair. The phone charger cable curling like a lazy snake, and the slow hum of the smart fridge cooling down the air. I count 6 different reasons why you haven't left yet, starting with the way your socks align on the rug. The evening builds its own slow electric charge. We don't need to speak to fill this space. Every tiny object seems to take your side, holding us right in this specific place. Notice how the coaster leaves a ring of condensed vapor. Notice how your breath catches right before you smile. There's a subtle pull between the sofa and the floor, a quiet evening tension keeping us a while. Small observations stacked up to the ceiling line. You said yesterday I'm yours. Tonight I'm proving it's time. A half-empty tumbler of iced oat milk on the desk, a silver hair clip sitting right beside my keys, the reflection of the street lamp bouncing off your watch, the quiet friction of your denim moving at my knees. You left your smartwatch display on mute, it blinks 3 unread notifications we both ignore. The evening builds its own slow electric charge. We don't need to speak to fill this space. Every tiny object seems to take your side, holding us right in this specific place. Notice how the coaster leaves a ring of condensed vapor. Notice how your latches right before you smile. There's a subtle pull between the sofa and the floor, a quiet evening tension keeping us a while. Small observations stacked up to the ceiling light. Ooh, you said yesterday I'm yours. Tonight I'm proving it's time. Yesterday's sentence lingers in the ambient glow. You always look at me like you already know. I know the den and the cushion where you like to lean, the faint blue pulse from the wireless charging screen, the exact 3 seconds before you lean in close. Your thumbnail tracing the seam of my sleeve, a half-finished glass, no reason to leave, just small observations in the evening light, just us here tonight. Course, waffle weave cotton catches my knuckles as I pull the throw blanket closer. The evening air thickens, charged with that ambient late hour static. I run my fingertips along the raised grid of the fabric, and suddenly the apartment wall dissolves into a balcony 3 summers ago. You were leaning over the iron railing in that exact oversized thermal shirt, the rough threads digging into your elbows, while the city hummed beneath our feet. The evening light turns amber and heavy, pulling me back to how your pose felt right through that sleeve. We were not speaking, but the room was humming with everything unsaid, and that same tight electricity is filling up the corners again tonight. It always hits right when the twilight settles in, a tactile rush off a memory brought back by skin on cotton. The tension builds in the shadow of who we used to be, holding my breath while the dust rewinds the film. Every fiber keeps the record of what we pulled apart, and tonight the past is pulling back just as hard. I smooth out the crease where your shoulder used to lean, the tactile grip bringing back the exact humidity of that midnight drive. You had your arm resting over the headrest behind me, thumb tracing the frayed seam of my denim jacket until my skin prickled. We thought we were moving forward, but the room remembers the friction, every thread holding the heat we never got to burn off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The evening light turns amber and heavy, pulling me back to how your pose felt right through that sleeve. We were not speaking, but the room was humming with everything unsaid, and that same tight electricity is filling up the corners again tonight. It always hits right when the twilight settles in, a tactile rush off a memory brought back by skin on cotton. The tension builds in the shadow of who we used to be, holding my breath while the dust rewinds the film. Every fiber keeps the record of what we pulled apart, and tonight the past is pulling back just as hard. Some memories stay soft, but this one has a bite, like unwashed wool against bare skin under flickering halogen lights. The dust brings the pressure right back into my chest, the sudden weight I forgot I was trained to carry. I close my eyes and feel the course weave under my palm, and For 3 seconds you haven't left at all. Coarse cotton under my palm. The evening tension settles into a quiet room glow. Just threads and lingering static. Just threads and evening static. Yeah. Yeah. 10:04 glows in amber LED, projected on the floating glass partition panel. I picture us 7 winters down the line, sitting on a curved sofa in an unfamiliar high-rise. You'll be wearing silk that catches electric purple, pouring chill tonic while the smart lights dim. We haven't reached that decade yet, but I can feel it. The quiet hum of friction waiting in the room. If time falls forward right now, will your hand still hesitate on my wrist? Will the city below us look like a grid of gold while we act like nothing ever changed between us? That future tension is pulling on my chest tonight. A predicted evening where we stop playing cautious. We're 10 years older in a room we haven't rented, leaning across a counter made of synthetic marble. I can already taste the drink you're gonna pass me. I can already feel how heavy the dark gets. In 2037 the air filter purrs quietly, sweeping out the humidity of late July. You'll mention a contract you signed last month, and I'll pretend I wasn't waiting for your call. The bass line from the lower floor vibrates through the flooring, slow tempo rhythm making our shadows overlap. If time falls forward right now, will your hand still hesitate on my wrist? Will the city below us look like a grid of gold while we act like nothing ever changed between us? That future tension is pulling on my chest tonight. A predicted evening where we stop playing cautious. We're 10 years older in a room we haven't rented, leaning across a counter made of synthetic marble. I can already taste the drink you're going to pass me. I can already feel how heavy the dark gets. Maybe I'm inventing a sanctuary just to survive this week. Or maybe my instincts are skipping straight to the punchline when midnight hits that polished future floor. We won't need to ask who moves first. 10:04 blinks into 10:05. The projection shifts subtle shade. I'm waiting for the future to catch up to us, still standing right here in the dark. Yeah. Yeah. A single chip black porcelain matchbox sits beside the condensation on my glass. The hallway light cuts a narrow line across the rug, and I am counting down the seconds as they pass. Your shoes are by the door, your coat is on the chair. We haven't spoken since the city lights came on. I watch my thumb trace the rough friction strip, wondering who breaks first before the mood is gone. My heart rate spikes behind my ribcage wall. You shift your weight, you
the floor, a low frequency that matches what I feel inside. You reach for your phone, then put it back down, running out of petty excuses left to hide. My breath stays shallow, locked inside my chest, as your fingers brush the corner of the wood. I could ask you what you're thinking right now, or just let the silence do what it should. My heart rate spikes behind my ribcage wall. You shift your weight, your shadow touches mine. We pretend to read the room, pretend we're cool, drawn tight across an invisible line. Unsent messages at 8:30, swimming in the heavy amber glow. There is a static pulling between us now, a secret heat we both already know. I keep my eyes fixed on the tabletop, calculating every move you make. One step closer and the quiet burst. One word spoken and the glass will break. I don't need you to say my name out loud. I can feel the temperature rising in the air. The space between our shoulders shrinks to nothing, and neither one of us is leaving this chair. The matchbox stays untouched, the room holds its breath. 8:35 now. We don't need words. Street sweepers hum down the avenue outside, filtering the noise right out of your mind. You have been holding your breath since Tuesday afternoon, staring at spreadsheets, waiting for the blue light to die. Kick off those heavy boots by the entryway rug. I just poured 2 glasses of cold plum wine. The city below us is finally slowing down, and your shoulders starting to drop their defense. Forget about the unread emails in your queue. Tonight belongs to the quiet space we reclaim. I hear the rhythm building under your skin. It is time to let the dark take over the strain. You have 2 drinks ahead of the beat tonight. Let the bass shake the tension from your frame. We do not need a crowd or a neon lights cloud, just the living room speakers and a low amber flame. You deserve this easy gravity, floating on the evening tension with me. You spent 40 hours acting like you had a match, not in the meetings while your spirit pulled away. Now the shadow on the rug is dancing with yours, and the baseline is carving out a brand new space. Put your phone on silent on the glass coffee table, let the notifications blink into the dark. We are building a sanctuary right where we stand, catching every slow spark before it slips past. Forget about the unread emails in your queue. Tonight belongs to the quiet space we reclaim. I hear the rhythm building under your skin. It is time to let the dark take over the strain. You have 2 drinks ahead of the beat tonight. Let the bass shake the tension from to stir. Unclench your jaw, my friend. Let the sub bass carry the rest. We have all night to unwind. Just stay right here in the dark. Charred cedar and sweet clove vapor fill the loft, where Chloe stands against the kitchen tile. Julie in a justice jacket, turning soft, measuring the space between her quiet smile. The city turns to purple through the glass as ambient lights begin their muted glow. Neither of them wants to let the moment pass, yet neither moves to make the tension flow. She checks her phone and turns it upside down. He steps across the rug without a sound. The bassline hums from speakers in the hall, and shadow figures lengthen on the wall. There is a pool inside the 7 o'clock air, a quiet wait that neither cares to break. They trade a look that lingers longer than a stare, knowing the stakes of every step they take. The night is leaning heavy in the room, a subtle spark waiting to consume. Her fingertips trace circles on the sink. His eyes track every gesture that she makes. They stand upon the fragile outer brink before a single phrase or a promise breaks. The hallway mirror catches both their eyes, reflecting with strength they struggle to maintain. Underneath the polished sky outside, the silence hums like sweet electric rain. She checks her phone and turns it upside down. He steps across the rug without a sound. The bassline hums from speakers in the hall, and shadow figures lengthen on the wall. There is a pool inside the 7 o'clock air, a quiet wait that neither cares to break. They trade a look that lingers longer than a stare, knowing the stakes of every step they take. The night is leaning heavy in the room, a subtle spark waiting to consume. He reaches out to fix her silver ring. Her breath catches deliberate and slow. They linger in the space that evening brings before the city lights begin to show. No words are needed when the charge is clear. The atmosphere expands as they draw near. Chloe leans against the wooden frame. Julian softly whispers across the dark. The cedar scent remains without a name. Two shadows waiting for a single spark. A sharp recollection cuts clean through the still room. The ending for lamps cast long amber streaks. We sit 3 feet apart on the modular sofa, neither of us moving while the bassline speaks. The projector casts light against the concrete wall. Dust definition motion. Motion in a private space. Camera zoom slow on the glass on the table. Condensation dripping down the crystal rim. You glance at my lips like a script in the making, as the smart lights soften to a smoky dim. The room feels heavy with the things unsaid. A cinematic hush hanging overhead. Focus pulls tight on the space between us. Shadows stretch out as the sun goes down. Electric currents charging up the hallway. The quietest rumble in a silent town. Wide-angle view of the late hour shift. Two shadows framed in a 24th floor drift. You tilt your chin and the lightning flips dark. Every tiny whisper leaves a glowing mark. This evening tension holds us in place. A high definition motion. Motion in a private space. Cut to the doorway, cut to the ledge. We are standing right at the cinematic edge. No dialogue written, no cues to obey. Just the pulse of the evening taking us away. Slow fades black as the music stays low. Framed in the quiet of the late night glow. Hold on the stillness before the final cut. Evening tension locked, doors stay shut. Why does 8 p.m. feel like a sudden drop in altitude? My phone screen glows in faint cyan hues. Unread alerts from people I used to know. The refrigerator hums in a low B flat minor. I'm staring at my sneakers, thinking about the way you walked in. Leather jacket cool, smelling like rain and warm cedar. Is the room getting smaller, or am I just breathing slower? The city outside is a grid of blinking taillights. Everything is pulling toward the center of the night. Thoughts overlap like distorted synth waves. I move my hand across the velvet couch cushion. Static shocks my fingertip, a tiny spark in the dim. We haven't even spoken yet, but the floorboards are vibrating. The atmosphere is thick enough to hold with both hands. This evening, tension is a quiet kind of fire. It creeps up the walls and tangles in the wire. Stream of consciousness running through my head, counting up the things we left unsaid. Caught in the current of the low light, low light. We don't need a reason for the way we feel tonight. Did I leave the kitchen faucet dripping, or is that my pulse? Shadows stretched long against the polished hardwood floor. You shift your weight by the bookshelf, silhouette against the frame. My mind jumps from tomorrow's deadline to the scent of your skin. 3 seconds feel like 20 minutes when nobody speaks. The sub bass from the apartment below vibrates through my soles. I wanna close the distance. I wanna pull the plug on the noise. This evening, tension is a quiet kind of fire. It creeps up the walls and tangles in the wire. Stream of consciousness running through my head, counting up the things we left unsaid. Caught in the current of the low light, low light. We don't need a reason for the way we feel tonight. If I take one step forward, does the whole room tilt? Is this momentum or just lingering guilt? Words don't form, only colors and sound. Anxious electricity humming all around. The clock ticks backward, or maybe it stopped right at the moment the evening time. screens glowing in the corner. Rain and warm cedar in the hallway. The whole apartment is vibrating now. Just let the tension pull us under. A single obsidian guitar pick catches the violet neon from the street below. I watch it reflect the steady pulse of the city while my thoughts run slow. The light went down an hour ago, leaving this quiet way behind. I hold my breath and listen close to the electric hum inside my mind. My phone screen glows against the wood. Another message I will probably ignore. The evening tide is pulling me away from everything outside that door. I am measuring the second by the flickering LED, deciding if I want the world or if I just need me. The tension in my shoulders starts to soften into beat, a low and bass line vibrating beneath my bare feet. This is my evening frequency, unfiltered and deep, caught between the promises I made and secrets I keep. The room fills up with shadows, but my vision stays clear. Nobody is watching, yet the atmosphere is heavy here. I ride the slow wave of the twilight air, finding my own rhythm while I sit right there. I slide my fingers across the table, spinning the pick until it stops, watching how the temperature drops as the scent swell crest and drops. My mind is replaying every conversation from the midday rush, filtering out the friction until it turns into a velvet hush. I do not need to answer anyone tonight. I am perfectly content inside this low white light. This is my evening frequency, unfiltered and deep, caught between the promises I made and secrets I keep. The room fills up with shadows, but my vision stays clear. Nobody is watching, yet the atmosphere is heavy here. I ride the slow wave of the twilight air, finding my own rhythm while I sit right there. Maybe tomorrow I will play the part they wanna see, step back into the crowded room and pretend to agree. But right now the dark belongs entirely to my own head. I'm counting every single word that I left unsaid. The pick lies still under the dim lamp glow. The bass line fades out nice and slow. Just me and the evening noise, finding my peace, keeping my balance, holding my poise. Skateboard wheels click against the concrete seam, right below your third floor balcony wall. You check your phone screen for the fourth time today, waiting for a green light that will never call. Kick off your boots near the radiator shelf. You do not have carry everything yourself. The city outside turns an amber hue. I poured 2 glasses before you even knew. The street light flickers in a steady rhythm now. Let all the tension drop right out of your brow. Put the heavy down, let the evening settle in. We do not need a crowd for the night to begin. You spent 12 hours running on a fake smile, so sit right here with me and just stay a while. No headlines, no deadlines, no fake display. Just watching all the daylight fade away. Your shoulders are tight beneath that oversized coat. I see the tired words trapped inside your throat. Traffic down on 7th Avenue starts to slow. Neon signs cast a soft pinkish glow. Pass me a jacket, let it hit the rug. No need to act like everything is fine or tough. The city outside turns an amber hue. I poured 2 glasses before you even knew. The street light flickers in a steady rhythm now. Let all the tension drop right out of your brow. Put the heavy down, let the evening settle in. We do not need a crowd for the night to begin. You spent 12 hours running on a fake smile, so sit right here with me and just stay a while. No headlines, no deadlines, no fake display. Just watching all the daylight fade away. The bass from a passing car vibrates through the floor. Leave all those unread emails right outside the door. You do not have to explain why you are spent. I know every unspoken thing that you meant. Unlace your sneakers,